Hello, welcome to another edition of the VOD Weekly News Recap. The Gambia has been ranked by Business Insider Africa as the 8th country in Africa with the most expensive average usage of mobile data with 5.8 per megabyte. According to statistics, about 480 million Africans currently have access to mobile internet. These are 480 million people who must buy it either on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis in order to remain connected to the World Wide Web. The report said African countries generally have some of the most expensive cost of mobile data in the world. According to statistics, the high cost is due to various factors including unavailability of infrastructure, high taxation in the African telecom industry. The Media Academy for Journalism and Communication (MAJAC) is conducting a 5-week training on ethical reporting for journalists and community radio, which is funded by the Freedom House, and 20 journalists were selected to be part of the training. Sambaba, one of the trainees, urged the participants to take the training seriously. The president of the GPU, Mahmoud Ba, was also at attendance during the opening and gave a short statement.
Indeed, this is a very important and timely training. It came at a time when the media fraternity has been associated with sensationalism and unethical journalism. As a result, it has bring public mistrust in our fraternity. And we know that journalism plays a very important role in the world today. And the progress of the world, obviously, you cannot remove journalism and media work. And the role journalism play in creating positive impact in our society.
The Banjul office organized an award ceremony for the winners of the West African Examination Council Awards on Tuesday in Banjul. During these awards, 3 students from Newsworth Senior Secondary School were chosen to be the most outstanding among all. Jim Jani, a science student, came out to be the best student amongst the 3 with 7 A's, and he was given a cash prize of $20,000. The second best student was Suleiman Job, who was also a science student with 6 A's. Was giving a cash prize of $17,000, and finally Samba Toure, the third winner and a commerce student with 6 A's, was giving a prize of $15,000. The chairman of the National Committee and WAS Endorsement Board of Trustees members and the Minister of Basic and Secondary Education gave remarks saying that the students deserve what they have and encourage other students to work even harder. The awardees' response was that they were very happy that they reap what they sow, and they encouraged their genius to follow their footsteps, and also they advised the students to stay away from examination malpractice cause it does more harm than good. The PDOIS organized a joint press conference with APP and Youth for Change to discuss on the last election dispenses on Sunday at the PDOIS headquarters in Talinding. Opening the conference, the leader of the PDOIS, Halifa Saleh, said the lessons is clear during the parliamentary elections that the independent candidates fewer seats than the majority and the minority in the National Assembly, and that they have 12 seats in the National Assembly and 107,000 in the popular votes. The PDOIS leader said that it is clear that the electoral dynamic of the Gambia are very different from being partisan-based. Many candidates are becoming independent candidates and many parties are actually not filling in. Basically, the members of their parties based on their conviction on the programs of the parties, but are also following the trend of feeling who can win the constituency and then select those people to be candidates. That is becoming a trend, Salah told a journalist. Whether to say that we are having a formal system of democracy, yes, that is the type of system we have. Every Gambian knows that we are having formal democracy, not substantive democracy. Patronage is the political system we have, and we cannot attribute to it one government. It has always been, but it does not bar individuals here and there from winning elections. It does not bar coalitions. Here are those to change the destiny of nations when the time and circumstances to be possible, Halifa Saleh said at the press conference. 16 Gambian and international human rights organizations, including Amnesty International, raised some of their hopes and concerns in a joint open letter to the Minister of Justice, Dauda A. Jallow, demanding accountability for the TRRC recommendations. Meanwhile, the government is understood to be working on finalizing the white paper in the upcoming weeks. That will provide the roadmap for the implementation of the TRRC recommendations, and Amnesty is now urging the government to ensure that combating immunity is an essential part of their roadmap and that victims have the right to receive truth, justice, and reparations. The TRRC found that crime against humanity has been committed and that former Gambian President Yahya Jammeh and 69 other named proprietors were responsible for 44 specific crimes, including murder, torture, rape, and sexual violence, and forced disappearance, and called for their prosecution. The Amnesty International ended their statement by stating that transparency in this whole process is primordial, and they expect that the government will continue to communicate in a transparency, regulate, and clear way about the evaluation of the white paper and to publish it by 25th May, so that every Gambian is aware of the government's plan to provide justice and reparations to the victims, and the civil societies can assist in the implementation and its monitoring. Of the induction training for honorable members of the 6th Legislature on Wednesday. The program aimed to build the capacity of lawmakers in the execution of their legislative oversight and representative functions. Honorable Speaker of the National Assembly Fabakary Tombong during the induction of NAMS said, "There is a lot of work to be done in this 6th legislature. Our immediate focus is to set the committees in motion and all other institutional arrangements, which must also ensure that the program of the National Assembly is designed to effectively do the oversight, monitoring, and evaluation of government departments," he said.
This is an exciting period in the life of our democratic government, as our National Assembly is more diverse than ever before, and as such offers unique opportunity to develop and deepen our democratic culture. And this program will provide you with the necessary insight into how best you can do
Clerk of the National Assembly, Mahmoud
of this republic. Therefore, it is important that the capacity of incoming honorable members be built along technical and professional legal lines.
ACC added that the honorable members are always on the job, whether working in the hall of the parliament, interviewing an expert witness regarding a proposed legislature amendment, or traveling abroad, and that it is for this reason that the Office of the Clerk designed induction training to provide the members of the 6th Legislature the knowledge and opportunities to optimize their performance. ISATOU SOWE reporting for VOD.